is coming soon, Courage. Are you ready for Game 5?
We go.
Round of applause in the chat.
We've added another game. We've seen all sorts of stuff. Game 5 is here. The bus has taken off. Remember, each victory royale, $25,000 in the bank and prize money. Let's get into the action.
Southwest to the far east, going to fly past Lonely Lodge there. You'll see a couple of the Liquid players, pretty well known for going Wailing Woods. They'll wait till a late drop. You've got in your bottom right there Nate Hill from FAZE flying in. He's looking towards Fatal Fields. But pretty much everybody, like we've seen, consistent spread. Not a whole lot of engagements. Like not a whole lot. There's no more than like 5 or 6.
I like. You know what? I've been watching a lot, dude. The house. I'd go house to the Tiki Stonehead to the bridge underneath Shifty. That's a lot of. Ooh, someone's living in the house.
South side there.
I thought they said they disabled these.
We're in Fatal Field to see. Running around. Nate's gonna try and get this. This is an outside of Fatal drop. Full shield, a good pickup early. He's got an AR. Some
they did.
Nothing. I was literally about to say nothing up close. Picks up an SMG. A decent kit early. You'd want to look for a shotgun, but I'd like to point out, Jack, that the anti-grav shield, the bubble is there visually, but just so everybody's aware, the effect itself has been disabled, like we said. So don't worry about the fact that you can see the bubble. Again, it's not engaged right now.
Now I just want to go home and fly around the map.
I do. turn that into a thing.
Either way, here's Ranger, who's got a tactical shotgun and a rocket launcher. Interesting loadout off the break. I think he realizes that as well. When you have the rockets, it's so key to get that high ground established right away. Rockets so much more lethal when you can obviously shoot down onto your opponent with them. This is Saint, who continually lands near this Greasy Grove area. From my experience in previous summer skirmishes, no, he's been clingered. Remember, clingers do flat 100
Bro, he got
damage,
stuck from that.
the shields will save him, but he's got to try to disengage, and he only has 2 builds. This looks like it's going to be a disaster for him.
Looks like he got potentially a little distracted by looking for
Bowman. Shoot him!
Bowman took it. Yeah, it was Bowman from the backside coming up from the south. Chucked that clinger. But Bowman now focuses on Nice inside the building.
And another
Hysteria.
4 is into the match.
Hysteria.
Bowman very low here.
That's got to be Hysteria.
The remote explosives. Maybe take an opportunity to pop that med kit. You're not going to have another time to do it. Gets
this is Hysteria.
Faster use, so the mini is going to take priority. Wants to get any buffer he can. Tyler's in the feed, by the way, getting an elimination in there. But
all right,
gets that.
Oh, it's not Crashy.
Crashy. The player pushing up here.
Oh, Nice with the amount of Bowman.
Heavy shot. This guy's got the best kit in the game.
I mean, look at the health he has right now.
Wait, what skin is this?
That was his last build. He's got a great swap combination between that heavy shotgun and the drum gun, which still has a full clip, and there's all sorts of loot down low.
Saint dropped the rocket inside through the building, explodes.
Oh,
Nice. So now this is from the outside. So Crashy may not realize if that was Saint from up top of the hill. The player inside
PS4 exclusive skin.
He's got to try and figure out where it came from. Saint sliding down for a little bit of fall damage there. This is Aiden back into the tower. Look at his first elimination. Catches Kairos off guard, both dropping on top.
Somebody stop Aiden. He's a madman.
Comes away with a purple AR too, which is really good pickup, but it doesn't even matter. Look, he already has a gold AR. He's going to push inside of his chest, and the hope for shield, and I think he just pulled one right there.
Of course he pulls a full shield, dude.
This
Aiden.
is probably the first game where Nick has actually reached max shield before
Fortnite God.
Though here soon.
Ecstatic, the typical.
The Fortnite gods are on his side.
In Tilted, here's your leaderboard for right now. Aiden with an elimination there. If we get this sorted by elimination count.
Good mats already too, man, for Tilted. Ooh, give me that, man.
Far right side, Morgas was at.
I'll take that blue hunting rifle.
Second place is 6, Nate Hill, Aiden, Bizzle, and Saf. Rounding out that top 6.
Already 500 material. Such a good match.
3 remote explosives. He's got a swap weapon.
Upgrades to a blue shotty. I mean,
and just for everyone at home, when we say swap weapon, we're talking about the submachine gun. So you can take the pump shotgun shot, and then because there's that delay before you can fire the second shot, instead you swap to a spray weapon, whether it's an SMG, a drum gun. Some people even just use
KOV camp at this point right now for Nick. Nick Merckx lands Tilted to get kills. Nick Merckx is not going to make an end game. He's just trying to slay out, right? And like usually Nick can slay out hard, but Aiden is literally ruining Nick's tournament because Aiden is taking all of his kills, and now Nick is also playing a lot more passive, which is giving Aiden even more kills.
4 damage drop off takes over. The timing on that could be key.
And then Aiden kills Nick.
Between a one shot and and maybe your opponent.
Aiden has died after he's made it out of tilted every single time. Because he gets third-partied, he can't build and defend himself from getting shot from 3 people.
Looks like he's kind of read his opponent perfectly. Alpha Amons just inside the build and brick. And look, he's shaking his head. You can see it in that camera. Frustrated with the position he's in right now. Not a lot of health. Very exposed. And the FPS is maxed on HP. And he's going to match the build right now. I think the end might be near for Alpha here soon.
Alpha pushing up against the top down on, trying to get the jump shotgun shot. FPS kind of layering away. He's got multiple layers there, basically right at the perfect spot.
Oh, he can build, I'm saying. It's just very difficult to be able to build as a console player, or as a PC, console player in general. And then he's getting shot by 3-4 people. It's hard.
He's got to hit big shots here. It's 100 HP, 100 shield on his opponent below him.
It's almost to a point where, like, Alpha has to hit like a snipe headshot or something. A ridiculous scenario he finds himself in. The FPS just rotating all around, bouncing. Looking for that perfect... It's also a thing where if you're the FPS, if you're wondering why he's kind of playing this slow, yes, he doesn't have the high ground, but he almost doesn't want to take any damage either. Right? He knows he's got a heavy advantage, but he's looking to just get that perfect opportunity. Now might be his chance. It might just be time to spray this player down, shoot that top left structure, and it might all fall.
He's got to. It looks like there's 2 connected points. If he goes for it, which is exactly what he's going to do, he's got that the arch, the half arch is all that's holding it up, and here it comes. Alpha's got to drop down and save himself with a build. Lands on top of the building.
I just go for the no scope at this point. No scope headshot.
But he's still basically 1 shot at this point. 1 pump shot is going to be all it takes. Bush catches him in the corner, and there it is. First elimination for the FPS. An excellent set of plays there. Choosing just the right time to push.
Here's another side of the map. Grip mate. Not much useful weaponry in his inventory. What?
An 82.
I take back everything I've ever said.
Catches Landjock, our first winner, off guard there. Takata. Right here in shifty shafts, jumping around trying to get the top down on his opponent, drops in and a big hit, 2 HP left for crashing. He does have a med kit and minis, so he's still, you know, give him 20 seconds. He's back to 150.
No, Fade went to drop the porta fort and it actually spawned above him, so he wasn't safe. It's so key when using those porta forts, especially on uneven ground, that you jump as you activate it, so you land above
Aiden, no shield.
The porta fort. Here's Aiden. Only at 100 HP, seems like he's been tagged up quite a little bit.
Wait, where's Nick Merckx?
Nearby. Marksman's nearby. Ecstatic is here. No idea if Nick Merckx is still in this game or not. We'll have to get you guys an update on that.
Looked like he might have still been inside the big gray tower that he tends to. If it's anybody in there, it's going to be Nick. But once we can see that, we'll let you know. But this might be the busiest tilted we've seen in quite a while, and this is the first time I think we've seen Aiden decided to back out. Maybe too many people. His loadout though, no shield, not a whole lot of materials, but a gold AR, a gold heavy shotgun.
Yep.
Train here. Wonder if he's going to try and hit a big deagle shot on this. The purple hand cannon. Top boy dropping down. Looks like he got an elimination on blue T in the feed there.
He's got a revolver, as you know, from the most recent developer update. That'll soon be vaulted here in Fortnite, so paying a little homage to our soon-to-be lost friend. Chris is just going to run away from that fight. What is this end? What is this zone? What is this zone? Literally half of it is out of play. And that's a mountain right there, too.
What is this?
That's one of the
Who's at Flush Factory?
Right above Flush Factory.
You see somebody hanging out way north.
Who's at Flush Factory, dude? Praise the Lord. Praise the Fortnite gods, whoever's at Flush Factory.
0 limbs yet. Just playing very passively. Nibs is running out. Everyone's fanning on out of here.
Nick's Towers. Make the MFM proud, Nick. He's got to try and he just kind of needs to buy his time. He's got 55 seconds. He doesn't necessarily have to rotate just yet, and he knows. Look, Ecstatic doing it, literally what we saw him do last match for just a second there. We cut to him, and he wasn't even moving, just standing still, trying to listen, wait for these players to kind of engage each other. He doesn't want to get involved in any of this. Leaderboard being high on his list of things to go after, so I don't blame him in the slightest. Nick deciding he heard some shots. Might be time. Gonna drop some grenades in there, hoping for a single or a double. Ecstatic goes down. We still have 2 players in there. X's looks like he eliminated Ecstatic. Grenades don't catch any damage. Looking for maybe even just a damage number. Even if you're not on top of it, you'll see the number pop up when you get a hit with it.
He's gonna have to make a decision soon. I was about to say he's either got to move or he's got to push this, and I think he's gonna do the latter. Here he goes. Nick Merckx now moving on in. Here's a ton of shots going down, expecting players to be weak. He wants to play this high ground. Sees one inside. Can't get a tag on the player. One off to his right at double L's as well. Nick obviously doesn't know exactly where Exis is with that little HP. There's a third player as well down here too. I think this is Envy Gorilla, I believe at least.
It's a shotgun shot off on him. Looks like it was still shield damage. He's going to know that his opponent still has some sort of defense there.
He has the weaponry for this.
Yeah.
Between the drum gun.
Dude, you can tell, man. Nick is not playing as aggressive as he wants.
A rare pump shotgun, but he's going to go ahead and fall back for now.
He's
afraid that's Aiden.
So he's got nothing left in that grenade launcher. Maybe
he doesn't want to die again.
4 more explode ammo. He could have just kept dropping them in there, kind of expose.
And I can tell you, Nick isn't happy to be leaving Tilted at 0 limbs. This is the first game where him and Aiden, I think, both leave Tilted without a single elimination.
Jamonka FaZe out here trying to rotate. Looks like southeast. He's going up the ramp. This ramp already built, so he didn't have to waste a whole lot of materials. It's a good option to, especially in competitive games like this. You don't want to burn through a ton of resources. You're gonna in the future, if you plan on going for late game, you're gonna get caught up close next to somebody and have to most likely.
Board's good, man. 2 kills.
Try and
consistent.
Layer the fence between you and your opponent. You need all the materials you can get. Look at Cease here. 650 wood, 770 brick, 140 metal. He's sitting on a ton of materials.
And he's actually in a little build engagement with Morgoth, who, if you remember, is our first place player up to this point. Quick update on the actual eliminations this game. Animal, who's one of the 2 players this week with a 10+ elim game for the victory, actually has 4 elims so far, and still a ton of players left.
A handful of players still alive too. We have Top Boy.
Ooh, he wanted mats. He didn't get any.
Rio, Strugs, Takata, and Tylers, who are all sitting at 2 eliminations apiece, which means one more for each one of them.
Bro, you better grab that double barrel.
Point for this game. Every single point counts. It could be the difference between you know, the 21st through 100 placement prize of 5,000. You got to remember, everybody comes away with 5,000 if they made it to the grand finals, which is huge. But a single point could push you up in the top 20, and that could be massive. A lasering Takata establishes his,
Animal, who actually got that elim. That's now 5 for him. 2-point game for Animal.
Saf gets the FPS and the feed there.
Ooh, Nick! Okay, baby,
okay. Clapping here at PAX for Nick. Mars City's eliminated by the storm there in the feed, you see. It's kind of a stalemate here at the edge of the circle. Movement's going to have to happen before too long, and both of these players are established in their little box. They have a minute 20. You have plenty of time to make a decision. Nick could drop his campfire too. This is Tyler's and Triz back in the bottom floor, tilted, hanging outside the zone, trying to just peek for that quick shot. And he gets Triz through the top window of that door.
He was so far into the zone still. Over to Rio now, spraying that LMG, swapping the Scar, and
what?
Gets the 1 bullet to connect. That's all he needed. Knew he was weak.
And that's 3 eliminations for Rio, which gives
Bro, Hysteria's killing it. Like, he's alive every game.
Still in this. And I can tell you, Hysteria landing greasy. Has been very happy to see the zone since we swapped off. Nicky attacked him. Look at Emad. Back-to-back limbs, but then Aiden actually cuts him down. So Aiden and Nick each now with a limb on the board.
Aiden actually has 2 right now. He's 1 away from picking up another point for the day. That'd be Aiden's 4th point. Rex is hanging out in his own. There's a little box over there. The clingers. See the clingers flying over the top of Nick.
No help from his AR right there. Not getting any connects. Gosh, I can tell you right now, Nick wishes he had some splodes left from his time in Tilted to be able to use. And that's a brilliant wall. That wall's going to block out the sight line of the player in that build just next to him, so you can put some pop shots down on this player who's trying to run away from the zone. Nick will have to move forward, and that's when this is going to get absolutely awkward for him. Expect the player up top to probably prioritize Nick here.
Got a couple of trees as natural cover, some structure that was built by somebody else, but I think he just saw it. Looks like there was like a window peak to a southwest 240 up there. Somebody might have edited a hole out and try and take shots at him as he's rotating, and he covered himself.
This zone is absurd.
It is. This is it. What would you say? Like 40% of it is over the water right now. This is Aiden's 2nd elimination. Right on the coast right here. Caps as a player.
Free, dude. Love that. Love me a pick like that, dude.
Double there on
and so that was Emad who got a double, but then he eliminated Emad, meaning 3 players worth of loot was there. So now he's added a ton of materials, shields, and a legendary comp.
I like it. Aiden switching it up a little bit, showing everyone he can make it late game.
Unless it's legendary at this point.
Apparently.
That kid is insane.
It's like everything that gets dropped in front of him upgrades out of the person's inventory.
Multiple players underneath and making quite a bit of noise.
Just eliminated his teammate Brandon.
Tempo going for a fast out of the side window there.
Aiden with another elimination. I believe that will put him at 3, right? Making him another game with another point. He's been so consistent with that so far today.
Dude, this kid's a laser.
Kayun just got an elimination in the feed, but Top Boy takes him out. We have players countering.
Jump down there, grab that loot.
Very much on the coast. Imagine somebody.
I think Turner's dead again, dude.
On the outside edge. We'll see.
Well, they just never show him.
There's going to be time to move relatively soon. We got 5 seconds before this finishes. Flush Factory still has a ton. The top of the hill, like you said, one of the tallest hills in the game. There's going to be a lot of players at the top down, and here we go. Flush Factory has to move out. North side has to move out. All these players are looking at right now. It's time to move.
Here are those clingers. Way earlier on.
Oh my God, crunch!
On the sap. But this next zone, half of it is on one of the tallest mountains in the game. The other is on one of the lowest valleys. So high ground going to be everything here. Here comes a nice little build engagement. Cease dropping down the remote explosive, but gets shot in the back. He tunnel visions on replays and pays the ultimate price.
C4 is still sitting up top, so you got to be careful that nobody else maybe notices that and shoots it if you're moving over the top of it. But Aiden here, very top corner, top of the map, edge of the map. He's looking for an edit down on his opponent.
He knows that this player has the double barrel. It's got a unique sound effect, which is so key to listen out for. Bolt Naga also has the Rift to go in his inventory. Maybe in a panic position. He could use that to actually, he might use that here to get the high ground on the top part of the mountain.
We'll put him basically all the way up there.
They have to move in 30 seconds.
Bolt hiding underneath is the player we were just talking about. Aiden's going to keep watching for him and listening while engaging other players. This is basically taking 2 fights at once, and I think the idea is maybe you can pull an Elim from at least one of them while somebody's rotating. Everybody's in front of him or underneath him at this point.
Yep.
So he knows he's not going to get caught off guard from the back. He's not going to get caught tunnel visioning from any of them. But the top of that hill, Courage, they have vision on literally everything.
This is Cease from earlier on. Saw it. Brandon building on up and whiffs the hunting rifle shot, but thankfully for him, Brandon gets quickly cut down, and then I think there was a second player here.
I believe that's more Goss hiding underneath him. Earlier when he take the shot. Also, the same hunting rifle shot, just barely missing again. One of those is going to pay out, but he clips Morgoth on the rotation. Just over the build, too.
Here's Asteria, 0 elims.
Yo, Nick just killed FaZe Tempo.
That puts Nick Merckx at 4 elims. That's at least 1 point. And one more elim.
Aiden!
Asteria. Lasers down Aiden.
And look at Aiden got.
Bro, look at Nick! Let's go, Nick! Show people up, baby!
Nick's got a ton of family here this weekend. It's funny, keeping an eye on his dad every time Nick gets in a fight. I got eyes on him. And he's listening to Neo, actually, someone who, you know, from Nick's streams, they game a lot together. Neo's telling him every little bit that's going on, making sure he knows exactly where he stands. He got blessed by this next zone, too.
Nick, though, only 49 woods. He's got 4 builds total. It's a Cease from earlier who was just putting on an excellent show. But Nate Hill, look at this, hiding in the shadows and takes shots at Cease. The tunnel vision kind of caught Cease off guard there. Nate Hill took advantage of it. I think Merckx, like I said, 4 limbs, 3 builds left right now. He can stay
hidden here for so long, though.
I mean, he's inside the safe zone.
Yep. Look,
bro, you got to put a wall there, man.
People are just not even going to think of him being down here.
Hiding in the shadow, too. Players that even rotate past might not see him hiding. He's got. This is actually it's an excellent spot for him to be invisible on the rotation. This might be the most spread we've seen the field for in quite a while.
I think a lot of it's the verticality of the mountain. Look at how awkward this is, trying to build.
Cast isn't biased. I'm biasing.
Great stuff.
TFUE's dead. Or sorry, TFUE's banned on Twitch right now.
On the rotation up the stairs.
Like the fact that he's even playing this is like being broadcasted on Twitch. Like it's really lucky, man.
Gaining the move up as well.
The fact that he was able to still compete.
Oh,
they're just showing less of him.
Earlier than we've seen.
I'm pretty sure.
Oftentimes,
I mean, it's my assumption.
Last second, but it's because, like you said, the verticality is deciding that right now you need to move because not only do you have to build forward, you got to build.
He's alive. All right. Well, I'm just telling you why they're not showing him.
You can't use your pickaxe to break down the entire mountain, so players have to move early. Ghost Bizzle doing just that, moving towards the zone. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it into the zone and immediately just boxes on up. Yep, there you go. He's trying to make it close enough. Needs to get right around this corner, and now he's good. Time to box. Ooh, he does take a heavy amount of damage, though, before he's able to get the wall down.
Start building those chambers out. Shots are coming out, though. Somebody's trying to challenge this little set of boxes he's building. He's still getting shot from the side.
And the reason they're even spraying him even more is his build auto-switched from brick to metal, which is a sign that he's out of brick, which makes you think if he's having to use metal now, he's probably very low on materials. TFUE still in this game as well, alongside Geomach.
Replays and Sinful caught at the bottom. This is going to be a fight to stay ahead of the Storm and ahead of their opponent.
I feel like both of them are going to get eliminated right here.
Nick Merckx and four of them go maybe looking for his fifth right now, listening. He doesn't have any build left, so he's chasing. He's going to spray the wall. Then he catches Riggs inside his own box. That's 2 points for Nick Merckx. Top 20 left. He makes it to top 10. That's another point soon. He does have, and he's got a med kit.
That was a smart play from Nick. He goes to pick up the opponent.
5 kill, 2 points. Nick showing up.
His grenade launcher.
Nick showing
hoping that he picked up the other grenade launcher there, that there might have been some ammo still left in the clip. Unfortunately for him, there was none, but a sign of a smart player.
Hysteria. Ooh.
Oh my goodness. Hysteria. If he gets sneezed on right now, I think he's eliminated from this one. I think if Nick flexes his traps,
I think TFUE just died.
His character would get eliminated here.
Bizzle moving up, trying to get in an advanced spot up this hill. He doesn't want to get caught off guard outside the zone. You see he's already rotating towards the east side of the circle. He saw the fact that, yeah, that's the side he's going to have to go to. The next circle, it's a full movement. Everybody's got to relocate. You got to get ahead of the zone if you want to move and stay alive.
Nick killed Hysteria.
Like every time he pushes out and makes another one of those like little 1x1s, he's burning through 60 material, and he's only got 200 something left. So that's all going away quick. Strug, someone we saw earlier on. We got an interview with him after he had a big performance earlier in the week. Here comes the zone move. Rio launch pads up to the high ground. Nick Merckx having to go bounce pad time as he's going to try to keep up with this zone. Oh, he's going all the way to the low ground with barely any builds left.
Nick's on 6 eliminations right now, by the way. One more would put him at 7. That's 3 points. He's got 2 points already from this game.
Rio in the fight. Sean trades out that limb. You see Strug's now down. Nate Hill still in this one as well.
Nick Merckx got another kill.
Base soldier. I think that puts Nick at 7 eliminations. 3
and top 10, 4 points.
As this is going to move
4 points for Nick.
Up the scoreboard now. Another
he killed TFUE.
That's TFUE down. A statement game from Nick Merckx. And he's got medkits to use. Nick Merckx can win this game.
Heavy, super low HP. You've got a whole ton of players above him, and he's sitting pretty down at the bottom. He might have the ability to rotate along the edge of the storm. You see where the location on the mini-map, it's going to carry all the way along the base, and he catches somebody on the way down. He's trying to go for
reload.
He needs these materials.
Every elimination from here on out is icing on the cake. He's going to push for. He's got a little bit. He's got 7 builds left.
Player's just inside. He doesn't realize he's to his left. Nick can only build 7 walls. He's already earned himself 4 points this game.
He's got to save those for moving up the hill. He can't waste too much of them right here. Luckily, he's got a little bit of defense here. Somebody already built wood. He's got to move up, though. He can't stay down on the bottom because he's about to be outside the zone. Now's the time, Nick. You got to move.
Oh, no.
Get inside.
He's fine.
Solid play. Excellent job staying inside, but he's got players all.
Just lay down.
No! Nick Merckx slides down the mountain. No builds left. It's over.
Fortnite Focus fans, want a chance to win 10,000 V-Bucks? All you have to do to enter is be subscribed to Fortnite Focus, like this video, and comment V-Bucks. Good luck to all, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Players left alive right now.
In 72 hours.
Nate Hill, Mac, Bolt, Povsey. Top 5 situation.
Nate Hill already in a brilliant position. Spot 72 hours.
1 point, 2 points.
Him another point. Remember, if he makes it to the top 3, he earns another Nate Hill, who is already in our top 5.
Yeah, dude, this is Nate. Let's go.
Making a move up the leaderboards, folks.
This is it. No one can even make it up here. He's got this.
So he's got to use whatever he can for
cover. There's people above him.
Look at the height difference Mac has done.
There goes Sora.
That's top 3. Another point earned for our remaining players. Povsey's got no builds left. So he's going to get dropped on down.
He's got a player right underneath him. Bolt all the way up top. Looking down Nate Hill. This 1v1 situation. Nate Hill still left alive, and Bolt's got the top down on every.
He's got a med kit too. No mats though.
He's going for a heal off.
Drop though. He might be able to fall down to the next level, but if Nate's able to heal on up a little bit, I'm not sure exactly what Nate has. He can maybe shoot him down.
Right now is the perfect time for him to just hang out up top. He's at 95, which means he can start the med kit before the zone closes all the way. He doesn't have to push for the elimination on Nate.
There's 5 seconds left. Nate's going to have to try to spray down whatever he can. Bolt Naga can build out one more structure. He's got 0 elims this game. He's been playing for the Victory Royale. He's got a med kit he can heal with.
You see position. He's about to position himself on the line, the seam between the two.
Nate's got to keep spraying. Nate has to keep spraying. He cannot let this go to a heal off. He knows it as well. He's got to keep spraying. Nate, the game potentially slipping out of his hands. He needs to keep spraying the structure above. Nope, he's not going to be able to out-heal him. This one's done. He's not going to be able to out-heal. He does not have a med kit. This should be a heal-off in favor of Bolt Nugget. It's going to come down to the wire. Nate spraying, doing whatever he can.
No!
0 eliminations, by the way. But the victory royale at $25,000 richer.
God,
because
that's some
played,
good YouTube clickbait.
He played smarter than anybody else. Waited till the very last second and got the heal off. See Nate a little disappointed in the fact that he got caught off guard. No builds left underneath.
$25,000.
Even
no kill challenge.
A little amount of metal that he had left was enough for Bolt to secure just the platform he was standing on and get himself.
Oh my God, man! Guys, that was so emotional, man. That was so emotional, man. Can we check to see if we have a Twitch Prime sub available because of how emotional that was? Just click on the subscribe button. If this says gift a sub because someone gifted me a sub, let's just sit. That's how emotional it was.
As he was trying to heal from that last fight, but once that metal finishes from that range too with the damage fall, I mean, it takes so much to break through that structure.
Now, that, I believe, is Nate's second place on the day so far in these grand finals, but we should still feel good about it. I believe it's 7 points total for him, which, if my calculations are correct, is second place, which is insanity, and he still has 2 games left. We got game 6 and the surprise game 7 coming at you right after that.
I think we got some replays to look at as we get ready for the next lobby to start.
Show me the replays.
Big game from him. Got the 7 elims he needed. I believe he finished with 8.
He did indeed, and that's 3 points.
What?
Didn't make it
a laser.
Actually, he did get top 10, so 4 points total from this game.
Yep.
See, the perfect time catches Lene pushing up the ramp. So many different angles that players can be hiding in. Tracks one all the way down to the bottom, literally sitting on.
Bro, he took out Poach, Envy, Migraine, Hysteria.
This was the big moment for Nick to get him to a 2-point.
TFUE? Dude, Nick just cleaned house that game. He took out 5 monsters in 1 game. Look at this.
How low he was down on the ground.
A Soldier, here's Turner.
A Soldier wasn't focused on him. Nick gets a free elim there, and the
oh my God.
Left. He knew it was done. He knew it was over.
They didn't show him kill TFUE.
25 grand? We'll see.
That's quite a bit of money, Jack.
That is quite a bit of money. Also from Go.